Oh, hello. You've just caught me with a weird shadow on the side of my face caused by the lighting system of the game, I imagine, that makes me look like I applied my foundation really, really poorly. There we go. It's fixed now. Welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Well, we've sort of stumbled our way through the opening of the game. Mostly, we are now in the very early stages of everything and about to go and recruit our first party member, I guess. Well, let's first just head on out to the galaxy map and see what's available to us. Because there's a bunch of stuff. See, because we could go and recruit the Professor, or the Veteran, or the Archangel. We could recruit the Convict. We could go to MSV Rosalie for Firewalker. We could recruit the Warlord, or we could go investigate Project Overlord. Now, Project Overlord is going to be its whole own thing, because there's some... Oh boy, that needs some content warnings before we get into that one. But the thing we're gonna do is what we have been encouraged to do by our squad members. We're gonna be good little girls and boys and non-bees. Non-bees? Non-bees. Yes, we're gonna be non-bees. NBs is what I was trying to say there. And we're gonna go and do what the game was telling us to do, which is to recruit Morton Solus, the Professor. Not just because they said for us to do it, but also because he actually serves important gameplay functions for some things that we want to be able to do. Anyway, built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There's no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time when there ever was one. 7.8 million people there. By the way, no asteroid belt in the universe looks like that. Asteroids float like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles apart, even in places like the belts around Jupiter, the rings around Jupiter. Asteroids are like hundreds of thousands of miles apart. Like you can't be near one asteroid and visually see another one pretty much ever, because they're so far spread apart. Because the universe is big, you guys. It's real large, but this is space fantasy, so... Well, we only have 2 party members, but that's about to change. Welcome to Omega.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Yeah, welcome to Omega. And here, like, the thing that's just struck me about Mass Effect 2, coming back to it, and of course they've made updates and changes for the remaster and all that, but the thing that struck me about Mass Effect 2, coming back to it after playing Mass Effect 1, is just how much more gorgeous the lighting is in Mass Effect. Like, look how many deep, dark shadows are in this image. I wish I had an HDR monitor to play it like that, because, damn. But, like, look at the pitch black on Shepard's shoulders. Like, just this complete black silhouette thing against, like, the grays and the browns. But also, look how much color there really is in the scene. Because this is, like, theoretically, this is a really dull scene, right? Like, we've got, like, lots of concrete. We've got, like, some meteor wall or whatever. And there shouldn't be much room for color there. But look at the red tinting on the lighting coming from, like, the panel lights on the side there. Compare and contrast that with the bluish light coming in from outside. It's just... And like, you look over here, and you've got all these little reds and browns, and you're like, oh, this is, you've seen the Normandy hang out. It's very good light. This is good lighting and good color, and it feels... This is one of the things that makes Mass Effect 2, for me, feel much more alive than Mass Effect 1, because Mass Effect 1 is sort of Star Trek-y sci-fi, right? Like, it has a very sort of glossy sheen over it, everything, even like rough spots like off-planet mining sites and shit. It all aesthetically, to me, felt very clean and very smooth in a way that Mass Effect 2 has more of what I would call a Star Wars feel, which is that it feels much more of like the 70s, like much more grimy and gritty in a lot of ways. And a lot more like this is a bunch of imperfect garbage that's been stitched together by humans and like alien species trying to do what living creatures do, and that is to just like make do with whatever the fuck is available to create something that's like that fits together and it works and we don't have to worry about it, so just leave it there, it's fine. Anyway.
Please.
Hello, Zaid.
Shut it.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
We'll get to it if we can. Our mission takes priority.
I know you've got bigger fish to fry. That's why I'd like to get this other thing dealt with as soon as possible. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Say hello to Zaid, everybody. He's a nice man. He's a DLC character. He's entirely kind of superfluous to the game. And yeah, we pick him up because we can, but honestly, when I play Mass Effect 2, usually I usually don't bother much with him, because he's a DLC character, so the entire game is written with the assumption that a lot of players will not have access to him, so he can't really be important or relevant.
Come on, let me in. Aria's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoying. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside. What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Some free Paragon points there. And here you also see BioWare... Okay, sorry, strippers again. Yeah, here you also see BioWare trying to reframe the Paragon Renegade system again, away from, like, in Mass Effect 1 especially, it's a very binary morality system of, like, be the good guy or be the bad guy. It's like, kick puppies or save the universe. That's pretty much how the Renegade Paragon system works in that game. In this one, they make an effort to try and see, like, this was a Paragon action that I did, but what I intimidated someone. Like, I was like, I will fucking kill you if you mess with me, is essentially what I said, but it was a Paragon action that I took by, like, simply by discouraging them from even starting the fight rather than, like, going, I'm gonna fucking murder you, and, like, rather than being aggressive, I just was like, no, you don't want any of this is a bad idea, walk away. Anyway, Asari strippers, again, only Asari strippers, no humans, Turians, or Elcor, or anything else, so, you know. Interestingly, the game will comment on that. Anyway, here's a name we know.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Talk about an interesting turnaround of character, eh? Let's see, let's buy that bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy for Chakwas. Ordering a drink, because why not?
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
Anyway, here's one of the more interesting characters.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one move. Don't fuck with Aria.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
Then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
Yeah, good luck with that. Been spaced before, didn't kill me then.
So, what can I do for you?
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
That was Aria Talok. We'll visit her again later. And so, again, here you see BioWare trying to reframe some things from the first game. Because in the first game, the Asari were basically space elves. Like, in a lot of ways, they were like the sort of the space elves and these ethereal, mystical, magical creatures in a lot of ways. Like, you saw Asari commandos, but, like, Matriarch Benezia, the Counselor, they were all sort of molded in that particular vein. So, like, you had this dichotomy between, like, they're the alien sex babes, but they're also, like, the alien mysticists, like, the ones who are sort of more in touch with the universe, and, like, oh, the wisdom people with the sensitive minds, and so on and so forth. Game 2, besides just having way more Asari strippers, tries to deepen them a bit as a species by also having a character like Aria Talok, who's a fucking crime boss. Like, a mob queen, basically. Running a strip club on Omega and, like, being in the know with everything. She's gonna turn up in like, later in the story as well. And that's you can see them trying to sort of deepen and widen these archetypes, these stereotypes that they set up in Mass Effect 1. One thing I do appreciate a little bit is that Shepard can enjoy a good dance as much as anyone. Anyway, tip your sex workers. Ah, there he is.
No, you said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first, then He'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Aria's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Aria's now.
I should be going.
That's the Patriarch. He's an interesting little character. We'll get to interact with him more later. This Forvan here, we'll have a little chat with him too. Right, nothing. Cool. Hello, Mr. Forvan, give me a drink. Well, game over, everybody. Thanks for watching Mass Effect 2. Come back for Mass Effect 3.
Say something, Commander.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
Oh, really?
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later, he was puking blood.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
La da da da. Let's hop back to.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Blah, fucking libertarian bullshit.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavon. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Nice.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Negotiation. Anyway, right. Oh, there it is. There's the Blood Dragon armor. Okay, so they just put it in the shops around the place. Hey. Originally created for Earth's Urban Combat Championship League, this set of armor has undergone as much or more field testing than those of modern militaries. It uses a unique proprietary power cell that costs as much as a UCC rookie's contract. The armor's microframe computer adapts to any top-tier Omnitool kinetic barrier or biotic amp, giving breathtaking and error-free performance. The chest and shoulder pieces bear the logo of the Edmonton Blood Dragons. Edmonton, of course, being the home of BioWare. And the inside of the armor bears the signatures of the entire team. When and how the Elusive Man got his hands on the armor is unknown, but several of the signatures bear messages such as F the Geth and Shepard get well soon. Picking it up. Not because it's good, I just want it. And I want the capacitor helmet because it's good. And here, say hello to Fornax, everybody, which is an alien porn magazine with I guess naked Hannah are on the front. I mean, they don't wear clothes, but yeah, there you go. We'll buy a small Turian cruiser model as well, and the stimulator conduit boots. Thank you.
Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette...
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds, mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day.
Let's see.
Take a look at
oh, yeah, so they basically just put all the DLC stuff in the... Okay, cool. Well, we'll just pick it up from there. Give me the Black Storm. It's very cool. Not very useful, but very cool. Capacitor chip plate, a Geth ship, and a visor. Why not? There we go. Okay, so that's where they put it. That makes sense. Like that you have to buy it instead of just having it delivered for free into your... Cool. Cool. Hello, Mr. Man.
Do I know you? No, you humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the porch.
Not taking any chances.
That was the Paragon action. If I'd had enough Renegade points to do the Renegade action, I would just have shot him myself. But because I made someone else shoot him, that's Paragon. They really did want to make you a little bit meaner in Mass Effect 2. Which they succeeded at, to be fair. Right, we are going to the quarantine zone to find Morden Solus.
End it now. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human, and human. Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt, feces. There they lay until they stumble into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear. Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me. The word is clear on this, friends. Humans are the hands of the Reapers, here to commit the galaxy to ruin.
You're crazy.
Be gone! Silly. I cast you out into the cold black. I name you unclean. Bring unto me the children, that I may watch them grow. Soldiers be called. The way is clear, my friends. Draw your weapons for the word, or face its terrible wrath. The end times will come, not with a bang, but with a sigh.
What are you doing, Miranda?
Those who dip their extremities in the well of sin, vice must repent with fire, oil, and gun. Let not fleshly friendships and base urges compel us to sin and let the word makes its demands, and it demands obedience. And on this great station, there shall be rejected and the lesser races given their places in heaven. And this shall be the beginning of the end. The end times are upon us. Repent and restore your souls to glory. Humans.
Anyway, he goes on like that. We, on the other hand, are heading this way.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Aria calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I'll talk to you later.
No,
Did you forget already? I told you.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solis in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? Place is quarantined, remember?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
I mean, it's true, she doesn't have a grenade launcher.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Now, you can recruit, like, non-human party members before going in there, and then take them in there, if you want to, and they'll have little voice lines where they start coughing, and it's like, oh, that's not good. We're not gonna do that this time, but it is very funny if you do it. Mostly because they're fine. Like they're fine, everything turns out okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you the Black Storm Singularity Projector. We're not gonna use it much, because mostly kind of useless, but when it's used full, it's fun.
Don't shoot. They're cleared to come in.
If we hadn't talked to the if we hadn't done a charm action on the Turian guard and just said we're going in regardless of whether you want us to or not, then those guys would have opened fire on us, which would have sucked. Not that they'd be hard to take down or anything, just, you know.
Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
And that's what that gun does.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
So, here's another hacking minigame. We have to find matching code segments. Like that, and that, and that. Mostly you just look at the colors. You try and find, like, especially, like, the green color that's in the segment we're matching right now. Right there at the bottom, there's only one segment that has that kind of green color at the bottom. And once you know the patterns, it gets really easy to solve. Some heavy weapons ammo, good. The problem with the black hole generator weapon is that it's only really good against small fry enemies. Like, it's good for clearing out a crowd of small enemies, but it does... Oh, dear. It does basically no good whatsoever on boss enemies, so...
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die trapped like an animal.
Bastards seal us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. 2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
So this whole section just hits very differently in 2021.
Datus isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too. Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Yeah. Yeah, it hits different.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Medigel.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
We're not gonna broach the Vorcha on that one, because, nah.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier.
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
When I find Morden, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morden is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
A little bit of humanizing moment there for the Batarians, who have kind of, again, in Mass Effect 1, we mostly know Batarians as, like, those guys what do slavery, and whomst are evil. That's kind of, like, mostly how we know them. As, like, these very resentful, angry, dangerous, violent, essentially a barbarian race, as it were. Hello. So yeah, he starved to death. By the way, the irony is not lost on me that you can, like, break into people's homes and steal their money. Like, you can go looting in the middle of a plague like this, even though you're like, no, I'm here to help. Like, and that's not... And the game doesn't count to doing that as a renegade action. Like, it's just, no, yeah, that's fine. It's cool, you're allowed to do that. Okay, we have an encounter over here.
Incoming!
So we're just gonna take the high ground. There you go, get your special ammo on, Jacob.
Overloading their systems. I've lost field.
No, I haven't. The trouble with fighting at this distance is I don't have a sniper rifle or anything remotely like it.
Firing now.
Okay, you. Come out here. Am I really gonna have to come downstairs? Okay, fine.
Deploying tech overload.
Alright, there's a med kit up here. Yoink, I'll take that. Oh shit, there was another one. There we go. Sheesh. What a lot of trouble. That's one of the things that you can run out of pretty quickly on hardcore mode and above, is like just because enemies are much more bullet spongy. You can run out of ammo for like multiple weapons, which is another thing that forces you to be efficient about how you spend your ammo. The disadvantage of me trying that long-range gambit is that I didn't have a sniper rifle or an assault rifle that would be more effective at that range. So I was using my heavy pistol, which is not necessarily a good idea.
Oh, thank God you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us. Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spread. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Again, this hits very different now.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
And this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Yo, don't talk to your wife like that, asshole.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
There we go. Anyway, can I loot your apartment for stuff? Medkit, I'll take it. It's not like you'll need medicine or anything. No.
This should come in handy.
Let's get some assault rifle damage. Not really useful to Shepard, but it'll be useful to the others. Well, it'll be useful to me in the sense that it'll empower my squad mates. Anyway, trying to get some high ground again. So, the trouble with Vorcha is that they regenerate, and they regenerate quickly. As you can see there. Which means you need to... They need to die. Basically in one burst, as it were. Oh, stop shooting at me and shoot at the frickin' Vorcha, you... Now, you can stop them regenerating, but in order to do so, you need warp, or you need, fire damage. Which the Vorcha themselves are happy to provide. Yeah, that's not good. That was a little stupid, but you can... There we go. Got him. That's what I was hoping to do. Blast his backpack. Because that gets them out of the way like that. Okay, right now I just want to clear their armor off them. There we go. Oh, fuck! Didn't see him. Miranda, do what I tell you to do. Oh shit, Krogan. Krogan bad. Krogan real bad. And I am out of weapons. Okay. Or rather, I'm out of ammo for my big gun. That did the trick. Oh god, another one. Okay.
Seems we've crossed into Vorcha territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
Never mind them. What about us? We're not exactly having a good time either.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs. The Blue Suns knew better than to mess with Professor Solus, but the Vorcha, I'm not so sure about them. I hope we can hold out here until the quarantine ends. Our supplies are already getting low. No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
Morton's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Morton saved my life. I owe him everything.
Professor, we're running low on Suboxone.
Use melanorin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in Batarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Melanorin and butemerol. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst. Bonds to genetic markers. Hard to find. Expensive to mass produce. Why not Heplicor? Too unstable, inconsistent results. Demazine better option. No, no, no. Demazine toxic to humans. Not an option. Not an option.
I'll take it.
Let's just loot the medical clinic. That's probably fine. Oh, wait. Refined iridium. Ezo? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Power cells? Don't mind if I do.
Professor Morden Solus?
Don't recognize you from Aria. Too well armed to be refugees, no mercenary uniform, quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague? Investigating possible use as bioweapon? No, no, no. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes, yes. Hired guns? Maybe. Looking for someone. Yes, yes, but who?
Relax, Morden. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No, 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 no. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
I'm on a mission to shut down the Collectors, and I need your help.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against... One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variance.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work with Salarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Salarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Yes, good. Restore power. Release cure. We'll be here when you return.
I like Morden. He's fun. He's also other things, but we'll get to that. Anyway, weapons locker. Let's get rid of the Blackstone Singularity Projector because it's not really useful for what I want to do here. But we have a new handgun. Carnifex Hand Cannon. Which is a heavy gun with even less ammo than the one I've been using so far.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick. I didn't realize how good things were in the district before the quarantine. Never thought I'd miss the Blue Suns. I didn't think this clinic would be crawling with so many of your kind. I would have thought twice about coming here.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
Which means I have to be even more careful about exactly how I use those bullets. Something else you'll notice is that I gain no experience during a mission. Like, I'll never level up during a mission like this. It's just never gonna happen. What? Oh, ow. Think off tech armor. Oh boy. There's no point reviving her when she's out there. Okay, a pyro. We can deal with that.
Nice.
Oh, right, it's in here.
I'm telling you the truth. I work for Morden at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please, you have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! Don't move. One more step and we kill your friend.
I know you're scared of the Vorcha, of the plague, but this man isn't to blame. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory? They're immune.
She's right. Doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
We had a deal.
Human nobility. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Thank you. I thought they were gonna kill me. Did Morden send you to find me?
The professor could use your help right now. He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again. I owe you, well, everything.
Yoink. Some more Paragon points for us, which we'll need because you have to have enough Paragon points to unlock Paragon conversation options, and I want those options.
Incoming.
Okay, no. Yep. No pyros this time, which is good. There we go. Pop, pop. All right, the rocket launcher segment. Oh, I miss my sniper rifle. Sometimes I play Infiltrator, and that makes this section a lot easier. Because it's basically kind of... Yeah. Okay, really hoping that canister explosion took it out. Okay. Jeez. Because those guys have pinpoint accuracy from like 5 million miles away. Oh, come on. Got rid of the boom squad? Good. More. Okay, got his armor. Next time he pops out, Jacob, take him. Thank you. I'll get rid of him for a bit. Okay, Jacob, get back up, would you kindly? That's the other benefit of tech armor. Every time your shield gets popped, you get that. You get an explosion, which can help. which can help keep you alive. Oh, you need to die a lot. Whew. Yeah, I'm out of ammo for my big gun. That's bad. Step back, would you? Ah, shit! There was a pyro next to me. Yeah, there he is. Damn it. Still someone alive. Is that a boom squad? Yeah, if it is, I can just ignore him. Yeah.
Have a nice trip.
There's also the quirk that if you can see your allies visually, like if you can see them in your field of view, they will take longer to deploy their abilities than if you can't see them. If you can't see them, they will just instantly, like, pop whatever ability it is you tell them to pop.
Close to the environmental controls. Let's get that cure in, then hit the fans.
Oh, no, we need to check out the area first. But if you can see them, then first they need to pop out of cover and do an animation, and then their ability will pop. And that can actually be kind of annoying, because sometimes you need an ability to go off now, as in right now, immediately. No waiting, just now, give it to me. And you can't always get that if you have your squad within view.
You don't come here. We shut down machines, break fans. Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
What do the collectors want?
Collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines. Put cure in air. We kill you first.
They've seen us.
Oh yeah, they definitely will kill us first. There we go. That's him dealt with.
Scan the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall. You can inject the cure.
Ammo,
and
please.
reinitialize the systems there.
Ammo? Ammunition? Bullets, thank you. Those are in short supply.
Cure's locked in. Once we get the fans going, we should be good.
Yeah, but first...
Locate the fan controls. There are two. One on either side of the room you're in now.
That guy glitched? Nope. Okay, ammo. Who dropped ammo? You dropped ammo. Thank you for the ammo. Need that ammo. Hello. The pyros are pretty easy to deal with at range. You gonna explode? No, good.
One down, one to go. Let's move.
Oh, here they come. Whew, okay. Ammo, 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 ammo! Never have enough. Okay. Oy, 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 oy. Please don't do that. Oh god, there's a Krogan. Okay, Krogan. They also regenerate crazy fast, which is annoying. But you can throw them off edges of things, and that'll take care of them, assuming they don't land on their feet anywhere. Okay, get up. Need to break their armor first. Damn it, Jacob. Oh. Yeah! Flanked by Pyro again! Okay, almost there. Almost there. That was a tough fight. Jeez.
Both fans are on. That should be it.
Whew.
Field is clear.
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I was tempted for a minute, but in the end I figured they didn't deserve to die.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said. Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
We're heading out. See you on the Normandy.
I believe I found everything that there was to find. Ha! There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about all of it. So, that is the mission to recruit Morden Solus. You'll notice one thing about Morden is that we find him trying to cure a plague. Keep that in mind. He's trying to cure a plague. That tells you something about who he is as a character, and believe you me, it's going to come up. Anyway, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Mass Effect 2 with me, then you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. The algorithm reasons, make number go up, YouTube happy. Also, if you want to see the videos, then, subscribe and bell icon and stuff, that's going to do that for you, but what it does for me is it tells the algorithm that you enjoyed the video, and that means that, show video to people, which I would like, because I put a lot of work into these things. Right, outside of that, I have a Patreon merchandise store, a tip jar, memberships available on this channel, and so on and so forth. Lots of monetization options. They help me pay my rent, and also to help pay for the editor who helps me with some of the videos on this channel. So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's completely okay. Thanks for watching. Wear a mask, wash your hands, take the vaccine when it comes, and act with solidarity towards those who are working to make the world a better place.